Welcome back, listener viewers, to Ikenfell. I am joined once again by our good friend Fable. How are you doing today?
What up? I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What?
I'm doing great.
Ah,
You shut up, you phone.
okay then.
Alright, so when last we left off, we learned a bit about Pertisia. Poor Pertisia. I would like to point out I called it about whatever spell she and Ima were referring to was a visual spell. And let's see. Oh yeah, we don't have any gold, and we need to go down this giant hole, right? Gilda, you're the best.
This place is awful.
I wonder if this is gonna be a proper dungeon this time.
It might be, but I wouldn't count on it.
It's okay, Purdy. Breathe. We're here with you.
Okay. It's coming. I can't.
It's okay, Purdy. You're not alone. We are here with you.
All of us.
You've got this.
No, I can help. Let's do this.
Are we just gonna fight it?
It'll...
Oh yeah, let's punch it!
Oh gosh, the music is just so chaotic. Honestly, the way that
Yeah.
it looks, it reminds me of the Darkfold. Does it not?
Kind of. It reminds me of the Darkfold on the outside, but what we've got now with the hand reminds me of some of the ghosts we saw in the stacks.
Yeah. No, I was meaning the outside. Like it looks like this kind of black shadowy streamer.
Mm-hmm.
How much health does this thing have?
I will check next time we get an opportunity.
I wonder because, it's like we're, opening up with a boss fight on this level. Oh, holy
Yikes.
shit. Okay then. Bitch. Gosh, I'm loving that.
Oh, I know.
Chaotic half mix of piano and synth kind of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've done stuff with that before.
Ha!
With some of my music, like mixing stuff so that it's like half piano or organ and half something else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Gravity.
I'm trying to remember what song I did that for. Oh, you know what? It was for the SFM. Yeah, it's for the SFM theme, actually.
Ah!
It actually plays, the melody line the first time, it's like a I want to say it's a synth and an organ, and then the second time it's a piano. But it's like part piano and part going through an electric guitar filter, and you hear both of those. And well, that sounded like pinball and then bowling. Oh my god.
This thing's ferocious.
Yeah. And it does create the same kind of monsters that were in the thing. That makes me
the
wonder
stacks, yeah.
about what other stuff Eldra has had to do. Yeah, no, but I made that song a while back, and I had to keep it under wraps, obviously. But like, yeah, no, it sounds different in like both ears, and it has this cool thing going on where it's mixing instruments, and I'm not sure if we're dealing with like a mixing of parts here, or if it's just like kind of a part of unison. I think it's the latter actually for this. I could be wrong.
That's probably not good. There's status ailments. Okay, good. That gets rid of the doom. Whoops. Whatever.
Gosh, I love how that's going up.
Ah.
Feels very chromatic, but I'm not sure it is. Okay, you gotta admit though, like, its attacks are really cool, and so are the movements.
Yeah, oh, totally.
I think that's one of the things that Ikenfell has done really well, by the way, is really satisfying boss fights.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, both in terms of their challenge level, and in terms of like their aesthetics, and even the mechanics have had to change. Like, you do have to kind of adjust strategy and placement. That's just some straight up good, game design and art direction. On top of having great music for all of them. Now I just have to make sure that they don't use that against us. Well, I mean, I guess they would have to fall into the
we got it trapped up right now, so.
So obviously we talked about fan art being a cool thing probably for some of the other characters, especially for like Auk. But a lot of them tend to stick pretty closely to the character design instead of, trying to say, okay, but what would this look like but realistically, and so that's not something that I've seen, but I really want to see.
Damn it! I was wrong. It wasn't the center one. Where did that even...
That was from several turns back.
Well, please commit die now.
Okay. All right.
We did it!
But like, we did it.
It's over.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us help you. I know it wasn't easy.
Oh.
Pertisia cries. Alright, we're not finished yet. Let's leave this dark place. We have a school to save.
It's really great seeing her, like,
Yeah.
come full circle. Oh, we have a new... And we have that guy. Oh, fuck. That's not good.
Yeah, that can't be good. Oh, it's Beacon.
I want to say...
No, this is you. You need to ooh-woo it.
Fuck you. If this isn't stopped, magic folk like me will lose control.
Good. I'm gonna move on, but instead of lose, you should have said woos.
Oh, fuck off. But I believe in you.
Ooh-woo? Ooh.
You know, it's
That's
funny.
expensive.
Ooh. These are... Ah, damn, I wish we had more money.
Oh, look, more money.
You see how it's on one eye on the one side, but on the other eye on the battle sprite, almost as if they took the battle sprite and just flipped her around, because she usually starts facing the other way.
I can't even. I can't even be mad.
No, I'm not.
I do
mad.
the same thing.
I know. I'm not mad. I was just like,
Huh.
oh, okay then. Huh. Wait, could you go down from there?
I couldn't.
I know that typical video game style is, you know, big boss fight at the end or whatever, and I feel like we're gonna have to fight something. But I'm wondering if we're going to, like, get through to Eldra and then have to fight whatever has happened because the sapling has been kept so long. Because we're already seeing the cracks in the world.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But it just doesn't feel like fighting her. Like, just straight up fighting her. Instead of a proper talk.
Would actually, like, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Maybe, I kind of suspect we will fight her, but that might not be the final boss, so to speak.
Yeah, there's gonna be something else. It's just not that kind of story, you know? Which is a good thing. I mean, like, I was thinking
because fighting her...
I was thinking about how, you know, in the real world, a lot of times good guys don't get to win, and a lot of times it takes so long for any progress to be made, but the reason that the good guys have to win, especially in the stories, is to show us that it can be done, you know, and how it's done, and that it's worth it when it's done, even if it's near impossible and takes so much longer than any story will ever show us for real. It's
On the note of, like, not fighting her, I wouldn't be surprised if we do fight her, but I wouldn't be surprised if fighting her isn't the solution, so to say.
Like, it's more of a, okay, you have to listen to us kind of thing. I feel like we've got another one of these, like, almost like the water was kind of puzzles, but I don't see how we would collect any of those.
Like, I don't see how we get to the orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we have to get, you know, specific ones, like that one that guy was guarding. I love the sounds that these make. I've been looking more into sound design stuff, like especially for SFM, and I only have so many sound effects, and a lot of times I start with something that I have in a sound library, and then I splice it and I put different effects on it to transform it into something that I want it to be. Just because of the limited resources that I have where I am. But I do look forward to, in the future, being able to set up in a studio again and being able to kind of create my own Foley, or getting the necessary equipment to go out and record sounds that I want to record. So, for example, the latest episode that's out, has a lot of ocean and water sounds, and like being able to go to a pier and being able to record those sounds myself one day, like that's something that I look forward to.
Yeah.
Not because my recording will be any better or worse than anyone else's, because it's just the sound of water.
But it means something that it's your recording.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always something satisfying about, like, in the comic world, I'm no stranger to using, references to get poses right. But and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but there is something particularly satisfying when you're able to bust out a pose without reference. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to I was trying to compare it to like a workout sort of deal, but that's not exactly it.
No, I get it.
Bummer.
Oh, we got a clutch.
Got another clutch, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. There are so many weird aspects of this. I'm caught in between like the directorial and producer like mindset of it's good to be able to find other people who can do the same thing for you, and it's also really satisfying knowing that I can do the things myself and do them well, like for the sound design and for the effects that I put on voices and stuff like that. I was watching this. Jack Conte did like a little mini documentary on Rhett and Link, and just that that their success has been like partly luck with that they've found really good people who can do things as well as they could do them or similarly, and partly from just the process of learning from their own mistakes. But
sorry, I'm very curious as to what a Longfellow is. Ooh, restore entire party's HP by 30. I needed that in the last one.
No, just that whole thing like is part of the creative process, especially when growing. Not only being proud of your own work, but knowing when someone else does it better or not. I know that's something that both of us will have to think of more as the projects scale upward.
Yeah.
But still.
I think I mentioned the past couple a couple episodes ago, I hired an editor for a little bit, and it's one of those things that like I think Ty did a way better job than I ever could. I thought they were all really snappily put together, and it certainly was a lot easier to just pay someone to do it rather than do it myself, because I'm not actually like a big fan of video editing, but I do feel satisfied doing it myself. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I like to be self-sufficient when I can be.
Yeah. No, I don't know anyone who would do the same stuff that I do to the sounds. Hell, I only know so much about the language to be able to say, okay, no, this is the kind of sound that I'm going for. Who could create something similar to what I wanted. So it's really weird. I've learned as a director that, like, you kind of have to figure out what language you're speaking with the other person, and work within their capabilities to try and get your vision across. And so, like, my approach with everyone is just a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
We are not doing so well.
We'll be fine. Remember, Marit has roughly the same amount of HP as a wet paper pack. We were just talking the other day about how, like, in the grand scheme of things, I've got more producer energy and you've got more director energy. And
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a cool complement in our skill sets when it comes to creating things.
Oh yeah, I mean it's part of what makes us work really well together. Sidebar, for those people who don't know the difference between
Oh yeah.
directors and producers. So producers handle the business side of things really well. Everything from scheduling to hiring actors to, you know, just booking locations, like anything that is like the technical side of getting something created. They're the ones who kind of secure that as a thing that can happen. So whenever you see a beautiful set or an on-location shot, a lot of times when you see the particular actors that are playing a role, usually that is because it had a really good producer.
And I absolutely love project management. Whoa.
Oh, God. This is happening in more places.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna go down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing. Whereas directors are more about the actual, like, artistic vision of a piece. So, depending on the level of the director, it can be everything from just the general oversight of the whole thing to, in my case, being more small time. It's not only that, but it's, okay, I am controlling the tone of the story. I'm controlling the way that the music is supposed to make you feel, or the environment's supposed to make you feel. I'm the one that's telling the actors that I need a certain emotion or how I want something portrayed precisely. Stuff like that. So it's the creative side and the business side, effectively. And both Kyle and I have had to do both of those, obviously. But we definitely have...
While also being the writer and primary actor and and artist. And
yeah.
Indie's not easy, guys.
But we definitely have our particular leanings that we are just better or worse at than the other. So it's like building a skill from a certain talent level for either of us, and I'm sure that, you know, both of us do a decent job on either, but it's a matter of how easy it is. Especially how easy it is under immense stress. It's so weird. A lot of people think of being able to create for a living and full time as the dream, and it is, but it's not an easy thing. it's not like, you're living the high life and you create for a certain amount of time and then you're living the high life. It's actually, oh, damn, I'm accountable for this. If I don't do thing, and if I don't do thing well, I guess I didn't need
Thing
dinner.
don't get done.
Thing don't get done. I don't get dinner. The stakes become much more real and the stress becomes much more real. It's not a hobby, but it is a job, just like everything else.
I want to go ahead and wrap up this episode, but before we go out, I just have a response to what you were saying, is that I was once at a panel of the main writer of Night Vale, and someone asked him, he's like, do you still have fun writing Night Vale? And he's like, oh, that's kind of a weird question, because, like, you don't have a kid because it's fun. Like, that's not really why I do this, and so I guess the answer is no. And it's kind of similar with art. Like, I don't necessarily do art because it's fun. There are certainly moments of it that are fun, just like there were moments at my shitty day job that were fun.
Right.
I do it because it's fulfilling, and it's what I'm good at, and it's what makes me feel like I am actually, like, I am accomplishing something in my life that only I can do, and that's why I do it.
If I may paraphrase really quick before we go, to spin off of what Jack Conte says, for anyone who doesn't know who Jack Conte is, he's half of Pamplemousse and part of Scary Pockets, and most notably, he's the CEO of Patreon.
Oh yeah,
but
that guy.
His advice is to do what you cannot help doing. So he was always, working on his own beats and his own music, like, regardless of how he was doing or that he was on a plane and everyone else was sleeping. It's whatever. It's just, it's what he is compelled to do. And at least for me, and I think for you, Kyle, and for most other creators out there, it's not that you don't try and have a plan B. It's not that you don't try and do other things. It's that there is nothing else that can make you feel the same way. There's nothing else that fulfills you in that way. It's very much like, okay, this is just what I do, like, as a being. If I were a tool, this would be my purpose. Like, it's just integral. And so, this is the way that our society allows us to express that and give it to other people. But yeah, no, doing what you can't help doing. I am holding us up from calling this an episode. I am sorry.
That's okay. No, this was a good combo. Well, anyways, we'll see you in the next one, everyone. Have a great day.
Lates. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, that stuff. You can find other ways to support Kyle in the link below, but don't forget to check out my stuff at Rhetorical Answers. Remember, a little goes a long way, even if it's just sharing with friends. Thanks again. Lates.